Hello, I'm Allison Smith. Tonight, on CBC Wednesday night, we start with the epic miniseries Random Passage. And then on the Fifth Estate, with the United States threatening war with Iraq, the story of a brilliant Canadian engineer turned arms dealer has taken on new significance. Gerald Bull was assassinated more than a decade ago for allegedly selling his secrets to rogue regimes. And now, as the Middle East heats up again, experts and military planners are wondering just what Gerald Bull bequeathed to Iraqi strongman Saddam Hussein. The genius and the gun, tonight on the Fifth Estate. But first, the miniseries Random Passage. Set on the rugged coast of Newfoundland, this is a powerful story of ingenuity, courage, love, and endurance. It traces the lives of a spirited group of exiles who find themselves stranded at the isolated fishing outpost of Cape Random. Colm Meaney, Aoife McMahon, and Deborah Pollitt star in Random Passage.
There. How many times have I told you how to scrub a floor? Like this, child. Like this. Almost like you're dancing with a fine gentleman.
Oh, a fine gentleman, isn't it? Come here till I get my hands on you.
Oh, Mrs. Brookwell, what a lovely dancer you are. And you the size of a horse. Enough. I'll have no more of it. You two are the most insolent pups that I've ever had here. Good nature can only be taken so far. We'll change the bedding now as well.
That's for Josephine in the morning. You already told her.
Well, you'll do it now, the both of you.
Oh, God.
Shut up.
Give us a hand with this one, Mary. It's too heavy to shift. Oh, my God, it's dirty.
Morning, Brian.
Make sure when you put them in the closet, the corners don't get full.
You love that fan, don't you, Lavinia?
It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Take it, then. I have no need of it.
I couldn't, Mrs. Ellsworth.
Lavinia, take it.
Thank you.
This is your chance, Mary. If she'll take you, mind you.
Mrs. Armstrong is a gentlewoman going out to join her husband. He's an upstanding Christian man. He's made a good deal of money in the fish trade. In this place they call the Newfoundland. They need looking after. Help with the cleaning, the cooking and that.
Does she eat much? Mary here. She don't eat enough for a bird. That's the truth of it. I'll take her. You'll do well by me, Mrs.
I dare say I will, my child.
Next time I come back, I think you might have a little rudder. What do you think of that? What have we got here?
Oh, my.
Yeah. Man, awfully likely that he is. Thank you very much, Liz. Hey. Now, for Meg.
Meg. Oh. There's nothing. Thank you. Beautiful.
Who's that? Come in. Oh, looking for Patience Andrews. Oh, she's right over there. Thank you very much, Carl. You got a new friend.
Now, what do we say?
Somebody else. Come on in. Hello, sir. I'm looking for Emma Andrews. Where can I find her? Well, Emma's right over there. Let's get one, sir. Holding
What can I get, Father? I got one.
Can't help yourself.
Oh, my.
That's the general.
Oh, yes, look at that.
No, no. It's wait till that
Careful there, you don't crack at you.
Enough.
Wait till the baby's born, then you can start another.
Well, I believe that's it. Oh, maybe I might have one more little thing in here somewhere. You never thought I'd forget my only sister now, did you?
Oh, Virginia.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, thank you, Ned. Mr. Ellsworth, sir. Good evening to you.
You're a thief, Ned Andrews. A rogue no better than a wharf rat. Thinking I wouldn't uncover your dealings.
What's all this, then? Those are hardly civil words for a man of your station, sir.
Those were my sources, Cod Andrews, not yours. You've broken the trust and stolen from me. Sold my codfish to line your filthy pockets.
Ned?
They were a few of my own, sir. That's all they were. Ones I got on my own time.
None of your time is your own, you stupid man. Not while you're in my employ. And it wasn't a few. It was at least 2 barrels the last 4 trips. 8 that I can account for. 2 of them this very day.
We'll pay for Mr. Ellsworth, sir.
Oh, you'll do more than that. You'll be out of here by week's end. This is my property, and I'll not have a thieving family under its roof. You know the laws of theft in England. I'll see to it your neck is stretched, Ned Andrews. I'll have you hanged.
Mr. Ellsworth? We can pay. Like Ben said. I'll work it out at the house. I'm not take any wages until next Christmas.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid.
Oh, my God. What have you gone and done, Ned? They've been so good to me. I was getting along there. Ned!
Only a few old soft cars.
Random Passage returns after this on CBC.
Would you try to be careful with that? Come along, Mary. Oh, get out of the way. Mary, come along. Oh, people smell bad.
They might be able to help now.
Oh.
Hello, lady. May I take your bag?
Oh, isn't it nice, a little bit of civilization? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You're with the garrison?
I am indeed.
Yes. Well, isn't that grand? Come along, Mary. Oh, just give me just the nicest water vitamin. Oh, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Now, I've spoken to Richard, and I've told him that I wish you to remain here with me. He has agreed to that.
I'll not disappoint you, ma'am.
Tell your family to give this to the captain of the vessel. It's all they require.
Oh, you've been very good to my family and seeing to their safe passage. Thank you, ma'am.
She's a beautiful ship, the finest on the water. She'll sail us straight to St. John's, and we'll be in business in days.
Will we have free dinner shop, Father?
That we will. Quite a barrel load.
For mercy's sake, Ned, stop it. Where shall we live?
We'll get a place like this, only bigger. There are our own rooms over the shop.
I suppose we got everything.
No matter. Couldn't carry more if we had it.
I can't believe this is happening. That's just then. We're finished here. Well, Lavinia.
Goodbye, Mother. I miss you.
Take care.
Good place, my love. We get ourselves settled now. Perhaps we can send for you.
Wait. Put this aboard, too, Ben. As much as I dread how we will all fare, I cannot be separated from my family. No, I can't. Never be able to wear the likes of this.
And that's what you could, Mary, my dear.
Pardon me, Mr. Armstrong, sir.
For what? For donning a few pieces of clothing? Not at all, child. Now, I'll ask you to run down to the shop and get me a few items. Let you venture forth and smell some of that fresh salt air.
Thank you so much, sir.
Wonderful. Armstrong. Of course.
I can get what I want, then.
No, you can get what is on the list.
I leave it to you to pick it out. That's the way it is.
The way it is. It happens.
Perhaps a piece of chocolate for the young lady while she waits here.
Sir?
You heard me, a piece of chocolate for the lady. And one for myself as well.
I see it, Tim, too. I see what you got, Dawn.
I was getting them for her.
Ah, will you look at that now? Those aren't the ones I thought they were.
I never seen you ask them for any biscuits.
Outside, when we was looking in the window, I asked him.
There, you see? Just like I told you. Ah. Good enough then. I'll talk to you all a bit later. My name's Timmy Toop.
I know who you are right now.
I've seen what you've done for me. I won't forget that.
Going out of here before the missus sees you.
You're Mary. I know it's that much. I could kiss you so I could, right here and now. I live down in the wharf. Caleb Goss's place. Come round when you get to the time.
We will return to Random Passage after these messages on CBC.
That baby's coming now.
Oh, Lord of all places. We need more cloth. It's all right, Hazel. Oh, here, will you?
This is not right at all.
Give me some of that water that's left, Lavinia. Quickly!
Now it's Jack He met the squire and Nancy pretty. Jack thought he heard lovely Nancy say, the squire with her that night would say, all the dolls in the narrow right on the day. I'll tie a string round my little finger, and I'll hang it up my bedroom. Oh, you come there, pull the string, and I'll come down and let you in. All the dolls.
It's your son, Ned.
Fishing station, Cape Random. We're just stopping in here till Hazel gets on her feet. A week or so should be all. Then we're on our way to St. John's.
Well, in God's name, have you brought this family, Ned?
What in God's name do you think you're doing?
Stayed all here, sir. Ned Andrews.
That doesn't explain anything. What are these barrels?
A bit of our stuff, sir. We need to make a quick
What
stop.
you need is to get back on board. That is what you need.
I'm Jenny Andrews, sir. This here is Ned's wife, Hazel, who just wanted to get baby aboard that vessel. Now, she needs tending on solid ground, or we'd like to lose her, too.
We have nothing here to help her. Hold on! Bring that boat back to the wharf! Who's your captain? Oh, the stupid old woman. That is the last boat we will see until the spring. We have nowhere to put you all.
It's all we can do, Thomas. We'll have to find something for them.
This is a fine start to winter, Josh. You mark my words. A fine start to winter.
Now, we're going to roll you over and clean you up a bit, Charles.
It's hard to bite at all.
It's more comfort to be dried up, son. Here, Ned. Put them out below.
Would you like to get in with me this morning, Mary?
Yes, this is like that, wouldn't you?
Scrub my back, will you, Mary?
I need to carry in more water, sir.
Hurry now. I'll get cold.
What are you doing? Getting more water from that, son.
He's having another bath.
Yes, ma'am.
You'll spoil him, Mary. He'll be wanting me to draw his bath water before long.
I'll carry up the water, ma'am, if you'll pour it for him.
No. No, you carry on with your duties. Mary. Button up your collar, child. Right to the top.
Put your hands here, Mary. Under the water.
Not this day.
All parts of the body need to be cleansed, Mary.
Then I say stick it in boiling water, because that's the only way to clean what you got under there. Because soap alone won't do it.
Random Passage returns after this on CBC.
Well, Mrs. Armstrong, I must say, I was very, very kind of you. Barracks food can leave the stomach in a quandary, to say the least. I'm afraid I've not yet adjusted.
Oh, I feel it's my duty to provide a bit of graciousness for you poor young men in this wretched place.
Now, my dear, Newfoundland and its fishery are proving very good for us. A few years here, and we can return home to much more comfort than we left behind.
Mr. Armstrong, nothing can come of a climate like this. Oh, England has much warmer properties for all of us. Oh, I grow sicker of the place even as we speak of it.
But those warmer properties, as you so rightly put it, have no fish, my dear. And the financial return for England and for ourselves in this place is so great that it cannot be abandoned under any circumstances.
And with that said, it's only a woman, such as yourself, Mrs. Armstrong, that can bring any civility to the place.
Oh, the flattery of such handsome young men.
There's people moving to the far reaches.
Let me do that for you.
Although the sighting of savages...
Yeah, no, I insist.
What savages?
Oh, redskins, they are something. They rub all over their bodies.
Oh, my goodness. Sounds devilish, doesn't it? Wild men running through the woods, smearing their bodies with things. think what they could do to a woman alone.
There's a fear of permanent settlement, of the fishermen getting power through acquisition, houses built or land of their own.
I'm afraid, Mr. Armstrong, that I don't quite follow.
The place was never meant to be settled, Ned. The fishermen and the servants were meant to pack up and go back to England over the winter and then return again in the spring.
Uncommonly pretty maid you have in this one, Miss Armstrong.
Thank you.
Any man would delight in her company. An evening stroll, perhaps.
It's a cold night. You'll waste no time getting into your boats, I'm sure.
Good night, yes, sir.
A Saturday evening, Miss Armstrong.
Each fortnight, the same time then.
Yes, ma'am.
Where is she? Mary? Mary? Where are you, you little Coltsford whore? First you tried to corrupt my husband, and then tonight my dinner guests. But you'll not stand on nothing nice under this Christian roof.
But I didn't do it, Dennis. Honest. If you want to know, it was him.
Shut your filthy mouth and get out of here.
All right, my love, now, you go up to bed. I'll settle her away for the night. We'll see to this in the morning.
No, sir. I can see to myself.
Yes, you will see to yourself. You'll see to yourself right out on the street.
I can't do this. I didn't do it, and I'm telling you. For him, this but not me is what it is.
Never darken this doorstep again. You ungrateful little pussy.
They threw me out. And then they owed me 2 weeks' wages.
Right. Come with me.
Come in.
I know you're put out that we're on top of you, sir, but we can look after ourselves. Look. See, there. We have our own money, Mr. Hutchins. We don't need a handout from anyone in this Cape Random. We can purchase our own supplies, and that is what I wanted to see you about, sir.
You have no idea where you are, do you, Mrs. Andrews? This is a fishing station. There's only myself and the Vincents. There's no general store here. There's nothing for you to buy. No food, no clothes, nothing.
The next harbor, then.
There is no other harbor. The nearest place is Pond Island. That was a full 2 days' journey to a place with little more than we.
Where do you get your food, then?
It is sent to us from St. John's in exchange for the codfish we salt.
Then what are we to do?
I am not sure what you are to do. You are here now. That is all we can be certain of. We are Christian people, Mrs. Andrews. We are not barbaric. We will share what we have. There is no boat until the spring. If we run short, we will starve. Any hoarding will be fatal. Is that clear?
You don't know this family, sir.
With all respect, I'm not sure that's a luxury I or the Vincents can afford. Good day to you.
Random Passage continues in a moment on CBC.
Where are the valuables? This is the only way you're going to get your wages back. I'm telling you.
All of us. We figured 'twas our eyes playing tricks on us. Since we've been staring out over the rail of the ship for so long. I never thought much of the story in the first place.
And then we seen her. She hove at us right out of the thickest fog I'd ever seen. Her running lights, all aglow. The skipper at the wheel. There are 3 of her crew on deck and 1 in her rigging.
Scared Ned enough of it.
And why doesn't Ned? Should just a ship beside.
But there were no sound. We seen one of the crew ring the bell. No sound. Then up in the rigging, we seen him cup his hands, shouting down to the skipper. No sound. White foam creasing off the bow. No sound. When we got back in, we heard tell she went down about 2 miles from where we seen her. Struck a rock. No mistake, you mark my words. She were a ghost ship, all right.
Well, here it is. The fine bench, Ben.
That's it then. Come and eat. It's a thin drop all the same. Just pull in where you can manage. The rest of you will have to have it on your lap.
Jack, Isaac spread.
Isaac, you little nuisance, leave that be. Wait your toll.
Enough! Stop your bawling this instant! Your mouth, for God's sakes.
He saw then he sure it ought to be one of us, not yours or the Vincents. Is that your purpose, Thomas Hutchings? Frighten children by roaring at them?
My purpose, as you so put it, is to see that this harbour stays alive, and this one I'm failing at.
And you blame us Andrews for that, don't you?
No, I don't. All I know for sure, as does any man, is that we're almost out of food. How we got here is pointless to discuss.
It suits me to discuss it now.
It suits me to have my share of this soup to warm myself. And I suggest you all do the same. With maybe the last drop of nourishment to cross your lips.
I can't stay here. It stinks. And what if the water rises? Will it likely be washed out to sea?
You stop complaining. Where else can you go? Back to Armstrong?
Maybe. You hadn't killed the mister. The workhouse back home was better than this.
It'll be all right, Mary. We'll bide here a while, till things settle down a bit. We'll be warm, well fed. That's all I can do for you.
I'm sorry about Isaac, Thomas.
It's not away, Ned. It's the long winter has taken its toll, I suspect.
We have a go? You got the time for me?
The Cape is full of time, Ned. Full of time.
Prison is no worse than this. I haven't seen daylight in that long. My eyes are going to stop opening.
Well, the truth is, Mary, you're wanted for the murder of Mr. Charles Armstrong.
What?
If you go outside, you'll get recognized. No. Well, girl, the talk is, they knows who you are. They figured you went back to the house to rob him and to kill him. Which is kind of the truth.
You murdered him?
Now, don't worry, Mary. I won't let them know where you're to.
It was you. I have nothing to hide. I'm not going to take the blame.
Now, listen, Mary. They'll hang you as what? Whether I kill them or no, they'll hang the both of us. You've got no choice but to stay here.
Ah!
You need to get a bit of air, don't you, girl?
I'm going to go to place.
I wonder if you were my trolls. No one will recognize you. I'll look after you, Mary. We got no one but each other now.
How much you have aboard of it?
Well, it's only supposed to be 60, not 16.
Leave this with me for the present.
Coming with you. We all know what's been done for us.
That's enough about that.
I done the work of 2 men this week, and I want me shared like anyone else.
My Mary Bun.
Now, if one of you stop to think about what I might have to say about staying on.
You get lonely, Tom.
Done everything I can for you.
You certainly have, Tim, too.
I'm Alison Smith. The Random Passage miniseries was put together by passionate Newfoundlanders. The project reunited director John N. Smith and screenwriter Dev Barnes, the creative team behind the powerful Boys of St. Vincent miniseries. You can find out about them, the cast of Random Passage, and much more at our website. You can also find out about other CBC movies and miniseries. And if you're a fan of Andy Jones, the writer, actor, and one of the cast members of Random Passage, you can hear him this Saturday on CBC Radio 1. He's Jane Houghton's guest on Stranded. And you know, he's related to another famous CBC personality. You can see his sister, Kathy Jones, every week on This Hour Has 22 Minutes. And that show has moved to Tuesday nights this season. Tomorrow night, The Nature of Things reports on a fascinating cultural exchange. Members of the Meissen of Papua New Guinea visit the Stolo community in British Columbia. Development and government regulations are encroaching on ancient fishing spots and holy places. Can traditional wisdom from halfway around the world help the Stolo preserve their traditions without jeopardizing their future?
Meissen have stories that says human change to animals, certain animals and all that. So there is a lot of connection, I mean, the similarities in our history and, I mean, in respect to our culture.
That's tomorrow night on The Nature of Things with David Suzuki on most CBC stations. Coming up next, the Fifth Estate.